Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're gonna do a stuck in a rut reading, right? So we have 6 questions here. What is causing the rut? Why do you feel so stuck? What can you release to help you feel unstuck? And what can you embrace to help you out of this rut? And what is the rut trying to teach you, and how can you avoid getting stuck again in the future? Right? So I already have some cards out here already. So I have from the character deck, um, healthy, hydrated, and setting hard set boundaries. No, do 3 H's. My bad. And then we have I break and break myself, even if it means twisting myself. I will win the way I choose to. And that's Bakugo. Bakachan. From My Hero Academia. So, it's saying the reason why you need to set these hard boundaries because you're breaking yourself, right? To try to win a certain way, and that's probably not the way that you're meant to do it or go about it. Like if you have to break yourself, it's not meant for you. You know? And then we have, because if you like how to say this, it won't destroy, like when I mean by breaking you, it won't destroy you. Like it won't destroy a part of yourself to try to get better or anything like that. Like that's traumatic, right? But it's some things that you might have to unlearn, like break certain habits, right? That's different than just like breaking it to traumatize you. Like this, like trying to control you and make you like fit into this system that you're not supposed to fit in. Well, it's breaking a habit for you to realize and find your own way to do a certain thing. You see how it's different. It's different kind of break-ins. One is controlling, one is not controlling. Okay. And then we have blocking people as a form of self-care. It sure is. With those hard boundaries, not everyone can have access to you because they might cause you to want like to break yourself, or like I said, to try to make you fit into a system you're not meant to fit in. And next we have not so fast anxiety. Meet my new friend, and the new friend is confidence. And then anxiety is saying I'm still here, and the confidence is like la 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 la. Now someone that has like anxiety, it's still there, don't get me wrong, but when you have like more confidence in yourself, it's just like, you ever watch Big Mouth, right? Okay. Your anxiety is like that Tito the mosquito, right? And it's still there, it's still around, but it's just simply trying to like bring your attention to something. But if you have the confidence within you to know that you're able to handle it, like if that situation does come up, you can handle it, or to simply realize that it's just an illusion that you're making up in your head, that you just don't really need to be there. You just brush it off and don't really focus on it, because it's not gonna do anything but cause more anxiety and stress that is not unnecessary. And next we have, if you believe in yourself with a little pinch of magic, all your dreams will come true. SpongeBob. With imagination. But yeah, because it could be some people that you're around just causing you a whole bunch of unnecessary stress and anxiety, and you already could be already having some like anxious and like stressful thoughts, and they're adding on to it, which is why you might need to block them out, and spend some time with yourself. So you can clear your head, clear your mind of all this negative thinking, negative thoughts that you're having, and whatever is holding you back and cause you to think that you have to break yourself and twist yourself into this thing to grow or become like the person that you want to be is unnecessary. Okay, you don't have to do that. You can go at your own pace. That's fine. Find your own footing, your own path, and go at a rate that makes you happy and that's healthy for you. Right? Then hydrated, like you're not draining yourself, hurting yourself, and feeling tired and burnt out. Okay. So now we have Loki with play. He is Thor's half brother, or Thor's brother, if you want. He was kind of sort of kidnapped, but you know this. You know the scene where Loki was like, "I never met this man in my life," and Thor was like, "He's my brother." You might block some people out. Like, I never met that person a day in my life. It's just like, they just become like a distant memory. And then we have new, no, I don't know how to say his name, with perfection. And then we have, I'm going to say a little bit about each of them when I see all of them, all on times in my eye. Then we have Hermes with communication. He's from Greek mythology. He, one of the only people that I think that can roam, like be able to roam through like all realms because of communication. And he have wings on his feet. And yeah, he's very fast. And well, if you watch Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief, right? It was his son, not him. But they met him. Right? They got the shoes from him. Hermes, yeah. You see? Then we have Set with chaos. He's Egyptian. They kind of got the similar background, so there's some type of communication that is false. Okay? Low key. Because remember, it was Thor, Dark World, right? And with play, Loki can manipulate and trick people and create illusions that I was supposed to say like hallucinations, but it's not really hallucinations. Create illusions, or like simply like change his appearance, and stuff like that. That caused a lot of chaos because you might think that one person said it when somebody else, when it wasn't actually them. It was Loki that said it. And then we got Thor. Look at that. We got. And that was just. But we got Thor with action. So yeah, it might be. It cause a lot of conflict, a lot of chaos, because you don't know who you're talking to or who you're serving or stuff like that. Because Loki is a trickster. He plays games. He can create illusions. And with perfection. I don't know how to say his name, but he's Celtic, and he wanted to join like this army, let's say, and they wouldn't allow him past the gate or through the gate because they asked like, what do you have to offer, what do you have to serve to like the army, why do you think we need you? And he wasn't like, he was good at some things, okay, but not everything. Like jack of all trade but master of none. Yeah, yeah, you can like be great at something, right, one specific thing, that's great, but then you fail at everything else. So then it's just like, we already have somebody that can do that, and they could probably do it better than you. So it's just like, why would I want to just stick with that person? Then it's just like, master of none. You master pretty much nothing but that one thing, where you might need to dip and dabble in some things, so you can have more, like, not just say like more to offer, but you go deeper, right? You are able to. Okay, with Bakugo, person that he's fighting is like his idol, his hero that he wants to become. So he's breaking himself to become him, but he can't become him because he is already him. So you have to, but like, where Loki can become anybody that he wants to become, we people cannot do that. Okay, we don't have the capacity, the ability to do that. Okay, so we have to just be ourselves. Where Loki, he can be whoever he wants to be, but he chose to be Loki majority of the times, right? And then we have Thor here that keeps him in check from time to time to be like, yo, what are you doing? Like, it's just, and because if he doesn't, there will be chaos. Okay, and wasn't it another reading where they was together? No, it was Thor and another brother, and it was just, yeah, okay. But but either way, with communication here, like, they care for each other, they love each other, but they might not communicate it or express it that way, or how Loki might express it is not great. It caused a lot of chaos, right? A lot of problems, and with anxiety here, sometimes our thoughts plays like tricks on us, illusions, right? And we are creating a lot of pressure on ourselves and thinking that is other people putting it on us, and then blame other people for it with this taking actions and chaos, like, you're, when it's really just us, right? So that's why with this blocking people as a form of self-care, you might have to take a step back from like people around you to figure out, what are you feeling, what are your thoughts, how do you feel about the situation, and then once you do that, think about like the actual facts, like what legit what will legit happen, like, you know, and like the actions that was taken and stuff like that, and then you'll be able to see from like the illusions from reality, right, between play and action. You see the fake from real, um, and realize that, well, like I said, with the perfectionism or perfection and chaos, if you're trying to focus on one thing, you miss out on other things. And if you like always dibble and dabbling in other things, you like will miss out on something that you really want to settle down with. So you gotta be able to balance, be in between, and find your own way, and set boundaries with yourself and with other people, and communicate those boundaries with yourself and other people. Like, I don't have an example, but yeah, because like I said, the this background is kind of similar, so it could be like the way you're communicating to people is kind of harsh or aggressive, and people are gonna take action based off the words that you're saying. And if what you're saying is not actually how you're feeling, well, then you're just pretty much hurting yourself at the end of the day. Because if you tell me, don't talk to me, I don't feel like talking right now, okay, I'm not gonna talk to you until you feel like talking and you calm down, and then that's on you. Like, if I don't talk to you, like, it's just like, you know, like, communicate. Like, I don't feel like communicating right now. When I do feel like it, or when I am ready, I will talk to you. I will let you know. Okay, fine, no problem. But don't just say don't talk to me, and it's just like, all right, say less, because I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm respecting your boundaries of what you said. And then you're gonna be like, well, you know what I meant. Like, no, I did what you said. You said what you meant. Don't talk to you, which I did. So then it's like that was the action that I took. When it's just like, in reality, you wanted me to talk to you and to chase you to find out what was wrong. No, just say what you want. Like, you don't really want to talk right now, but you want me to still be there and be in your face, be around you, sit in silence with you. Because if you just say don't talk to me, I'm gonna walk off. Because, like, alright, just give you some space. Like, you know. Next we have orange with elevate and invigorate. I said orange? Yeah, orange with elevate and invigorate. Right, and orange and essential oil is supposed to like help with your confidence levels as well. See, it ties back. And making you feel happy and at peace, uplifted. If it has rose in it, I'll be real surprised because that's what I one of my body butters. That's why I named it that. But yeah. Then we have oregano with release limitations and discomforts. Right, with your, what I said, like you sit by yourself, you spend some time by yourself, then you'll be able to realize and see like the fake from the real. Ooh, because with the character decks, like in some cartoon shows, right? There's always that one episode or like a couple of episodes where they have like the main character find like a twin or like a doppelganger or somebody that looks similar to them, and then like switch places and stuff like that. But then it's like if you really look close, you realize that it's not a perfect copy. It's not actually like a duplicate because they don't know certain things like the other one will know, right? There wasn't enough communication to be able to execute the whole, like the illusion, to do the trick, and that will cause chaos and conflict. Like Phineas and Ferb. Remember when Candace and was she like a queen or a princess and they switch? It's like that. Like, what if Candace had made a law, and then the princess would came back and was like, "What are you talking about?" That was cause a whole bunch of conflict and chaos because Candace doesn't know the whole history of that place. They needed to talk about that a little bit more rather than just switching places. Be like, oh, wouldn't it just be so nice to be in each other's shoes? And it's just like, yeah, that would be nice until you talk about it and just realize that you don't want to be in that person's shoes because they have their own type of chaos and conflict that you may not be able to handle, and you don't know how they're handling it, and you have your own that now when you hear somebody else's, it's not that bad, okay? Like, it's not that bad to take action on and fix. And then we have eucalyptus with expand sense of freedom. Right, you release those limitations, you feel more free, you stop worrying about the things that you can't control and focus on the things that you can, and to take action on changing those. And communicating the fact that you are to yourself that you want to make those changes, and then make those changes, right? And cutting out and blocking out the things that are causing you or will tempt you to engage in that behavior and or thing. And then we have carces, carcisa. It's like cinnamon, okay? And we that promotes courage and strength. Now the sun comes out. That's crazy. Oh, and I just realized these all have the same background. Um, so yeah, that's what you're elevating. You're elevating your sense of freedom by breaking, like, realizing what is restricting you and blocking it out, and no longer giving to it or serving to it, and allowing it to slow you down or break you in any way, shape, or form, and causing any sort of chaos in your life, and trying to tell you how you should be because they're not even perfect themselves, right? Because if why would Thor not? Thor wouldn't really go to Loki for advice because the way that Loki handles things is by like tricks and illusions, and there's no good comes out of it. At the end of the day, it just causes more chaos. So if you want to know not to do it, you might want to go to Loki. But then you like what not to do at a stoplight, you might want to go to there for him. Okay, go like there. But other than that, you go somewhere else. You find somebody that's more reliable to talk to guide you um in a better and direction than this, and being stuck and uncomfortable. And if you are stuck and uncomfortable, or feeling stuck and uncomfortable, you are communicating to yourself where and what is causing that, why you feel that way, and what do you want to restrict, let go. And then you have to build up the like confidence and the strength to actually block that out. It's not going to be easy, especially like if it's like if you are used to giving to it, you might have to set those boundaries that you're doing something, and what you're doing is for your future, and which one is more important, prioritize, and realize what you want to take action on, and take action on that. And then we have lemon with cleanse and uplift. Oh, now it's talking about uplifting. But lemons and orange are very citrusy, and it's like it's like a sock. It's like it shocks you, right? And so you might be shocked at like how or what or who is holding you back, and how if it's yourself, you like surprised that certain things that you're doing is holding yourself back, and that you thought it was like you were doing it out of confidence and strength, but come to find out it wasn't. Might be like people pleasing and stuff like that, wanting people to like you, and you were sacrificing your own comfort levels for other people comfort levels, and they wouldn't do it for you. And so you have to put yourself first and take care of you, because if you don't, who's going to, right? And you have to take action on that. Once you take action on that, like communicate that you have to start doing what's best for you, and what you want to take action on, because no one is going to do it for you. And if you don't do it, no one is going to do it. And those people that you thought are doing it, you But the self-care, and like once you start doing self-care and you start loving on yourself, you'll be able to see the tricks and the illusions, like through the fake loves, and you start setting your boundaries with those people and cutting them out and not saying certain things to them, not allowing to them to know certain things, to fill your head with this anxiety or stress that you don't need, right? To try to like bring down your happiness or cause chaos and to disturb your peace in any way, shape, or form. You just want to drink your water and mind your business, okay? And then we have the star. Hold on. The star. Right? And this is the after tarot. So this is after you do all this, you get out of this stuck, like get out of this rut. You communicate what need to be communicated. You set these boundaries with people. You have your confidence. You feel like you're able to be yourself again. Um, you feel more connected to yourself. You know who you are, and you feel more strong and confident in yourself, and believe in your abilities. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself, and have more faith and like hope in things and like your future, and speaking your truth and living in your truth and wanting other people to be able to speak their truth and live in their truth around you. Just you start once you feel out of this like this rut and this stuck place that you're in, right? You break free from that. You set those boundaries, are more happy, more appreciating yourself, believing in yourself. Your dreams are becoming realities, right? You uplift other people to do the same thing. You inspire other people to like not really follow in your footsteps, but to live in their truth as well. And then we have the Ten of Wands. So all the burdens are down. You releasing the things that are no longer in your control and focus on the things that you can control. And then we have the King of Wands, right? Taking action on things that you can take action on and not focusing on the things that you cannot take action on. And like I said, releasing all those burdens, living in your truth, speaking your truth, and having the confidence to do so. Right? See, Queen of Swords. Right? She speaks the truth, living her truth. She do things out of like self-enlightened interest. So if it doesn't make sense to her, right? She doesn't see herself doing it, then she's not gonna do it. She's not gonna take on other people's problems, other people's burdens, because she doesn't need to. She's not gonna let other people's thoughts or feelings live in her head rent free, because she have her own things that she have to focus on and worry about, her own thoughts that she has to, um, you know, pretty much conquer, control with this confidence. Like she had to like decipher and be like, okay, like this is illusion, this is false, like this is true, this is not, this is right, like so just like she needs to have a clear head and know what to take action on and what not to take action on. So she's not going to have other people's burdens or problems that's not hers or not connected to her in any way, shape, or form in her head for her to take action on. She's just going to put it behind her and close it out, because she's focusing on her and her happiness, and hope that they focus on their happiness and do the exact same thing that she did. Realize what is the problem and what's keeping them stuck, and break free from that, and start taking action and putting in the work and the progress the same way that she is doing, or just like how she's doing. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Right, it's all about freedom, right? Being happy and content with what you have. And hold on, sorry. Gotta fix it. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles is like minor arcana Empress energy. So and then this is 1/4 of the Empress. So you're learning how to decipher, read between the lines, and be able to see through illusions and reality, fantasy from reality, like delusions from reality. I don't know another word from fake, like lies from facts. Boom. um, Cause like the King of Wands, he normally will tell you what he wants you to know, not what you need to know. It's not. There's some facts in there, but not all. Like everything is factual. He might leave some things out, and then you might, try to help him and take on the problem or the situation, and that might cause a lot of chaos and conflict because once you find out more information, you probably realize that he was the one at fault. You just gotta leave it alone. Focus on your own thing and let them focus on what they need to focus on because it's their life. You have your own life, your own path, your own plan that you have to live and focus on, and they have their own thing that they have to live and focus on and change that they have to like they own limit. Your restrictions and limitations might be different from their restrictions and limitations, so you can't really help them if you don't have the same things. You might be able to like pinpoint it, like okay, I think like you're stuck somewhere, like you're stuck, but you don't know how to get them unstuck. Like, that was somebody with the shoes, right? Let's say, and they all have shoes, but I'm gonna make a wheel reference. Let's say it's mud, right? And when you're stuck in mud is different than how you will get out if you're stuck in the snow, right? So you have to be able to adjust and decipher between the two and realize which one is which and know the information on how to get out of like pretty much both or how to handle both. And if you don't, get the help that like to get that person out or get yourself out of it or simply call for help, right? Because that situation's out of your control. All you can do is just call for help, and that's fine, right? And because the star card is also about like vulnerability, being able to be vulnerable, be yourself, and while you have that self-care and your self-love, you can be yourself with yourself, and you're cutting out the burdens and the problems that no longer serve you, those people that no longer serve you, you're blocking them out and taking action on the things that you can focus on and that's like that you want to take action on that makes you happy and make you feel free and not all people clouding your judgment, causing any like worry, stress, and anxiety. Because we have like birds in the air, and birds are messengers communicating. There's clear communication on what you want to take action on and what you're happy on, and you can see clearly on who loves you, who's there for you, and who's not, and who's just trying to use you and manipulate you. But I'm gonna read you their quotes. So, Loki, he says, look at the lighter side of this situation and rediscover your sense of humor and play. And then, oh, don't know how to say his name, but Perfection. He says, love and appreciate your unique and your love and appreciate your uniqueness and your imperfections. Question the cost of chasing perfection. Delight in who you are. And then Hermes says the spotlight is on your communication skills. It is time for you to develop your emotional intelligence and integrity. Set says, trust that chaos is a part of the progress of change. Things sometimes need to fall apart to reform into your desires. Hold your intentions. And Thor says, the time the time has now passed for waiting in interior, like waiting and gathering information. Real action is necessary. Trust that you are protected and supported while you're moving forward. So with this chaos, things might be falling apart around you, like the tower. But like I always say, the tower brings along. The tower has to happen so the star card can happen, right? And the star is like a wish, a manifestation. So a change need to happen, a shift need to happen, awakening needs to happen. You gotta realize something, right? Realize the fake love, the fake people around you, cut them out so they don't affect your future and bring you down in any way, shape, or form, or sabotage you in any way, shape, or form. Because if you do, they're going to continue to limit you and make you feel uncomfortable. That's why you have to cut that out. It's going to just be more burdens on burdens on burdens. And then you breaking and twisting yourself. You got to cut it out. Stop. Stop that. You don't have to do that. It's meant for like something to change. So the star card to come in. So once you stop fighting the change and going with the flow and going with the change, things will, I won't say like go in your favor, but it gets more smooth. Like the people that want to support you, want to be in your life will continue to be in your life, right? Because they actually love you and want to see you win and want to see you happy and want to see you grow and flourish and want to see you abundant. Not everybody wants to see you that way. Some people might want to see you burdened and stressed out. And then those people that want to see you burdened and stressed out, once you are aware of that, be able to decipher that, pick up on it, right? You are able to cut them out quickly and swiftly and cold. With a cold, swift attach. They might find it harsh, but it's just like you have to do what's best for you because they didn't want what's best for you. They want you to be worried and stressed out, anxious and nervous and always on your toes. That's not love. Right? You may be giving them love and happiness and support, but what you're getting back in return is just burdens. So what's best and like in discomfort and limitations and being stuck. So it's like what's best is just to them over there, you over here, you focus on what you can focus on, you worry about your plate, they worry about their plate, and you just love them from afar and you love them from a distance and you focus on you because that's all you can do. Okay, you got to live your life for you. You can't live your life for them. It's not their life, it's your life, and you have to be happy with the life you're living. And if you're not, figure out why not. What's keeping you stuck from being happy or living the life that you want to live. And once you realize what it is, try to find out steps that or actions you can take to get to the life that you want to live. Right? And cleanse out and throw away what's not suiting that, causing any sort of hindrance, right? Limitations on your sense of freedom. And sometimes it could be like fear, lack of self-confidence, self-trust, and thinking that we don't have the strength to do it. And that's because the lack of self-care and self-love. You have to spend some time with yourself, get to know yourself, get to love yourself, and become your own friend, like your own best friend. Beyonce said it, and me, myself, and I. From now on, I'm going to be my own best friend. Do that for a little bit. Take yourself out on dates. Treat yourself nice. Then you see how you want other people to treat you and date you and court you and stuff like that. And you'll be able to start to realize between what you allowed in the past or what you used to think was love and how you view love now, where you actually have like self-love for yourself and loving yourself is completely different. And you gotta like forget past self, because you know your past self thought that was okay and that was love, and that's fine. They did the best that they could with the information that they knew at that time. Okay? But now that you know better and you know more, you have to change and act accordingly. And do so. Yeah. But that's all that I have for this reading. I have to say for this reading. And if you feel like this reading helped you in any way, shape, or form, or you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.